markets mean airdrop season. Guys, the bull market is like the big show. If you look at NASCAR, they bring out the car and drive it on the day of the race. But all the other days, they're in the garage building. It's the same thing in crypto. You have a lot of projects that are building and they're waiting for the blow off top to actually launch their product where everyone's looking and they have all the eyeballs. And that's when they're launching tokens and doing airdrops. So today, we're talking about an airdrop from a project called Project X. And this was brought to me by our coach Chris, who is one of our beloved community members. Chris, shout out to you if you're watching. So before I get started, none of this is financial advice, right? This is from our own findings, our own research. Take it with a grain of salt and invest responsibly. So in this video, we're going to be talking about Project X, what it is, all the details. And I'm going to walk you through the steps on what you need to do in order to get what seems like a guaranteed airdrop. Let's hop into it. So here we are on Project X, and Project X is a decentralized exchange, just like Uniswap. Uniswap has a token. This exchange is basically allowing farmers so that you can accumulate points in order to get their token. Okay, so if we look on DeFi Llama, you can see that this project has a TVL of 117 million, right? And you can see that they're built on Hyperliquid, right? The Hyper EVM. And if we look at their Twitter, you can see they joined in May and they have 42.3K followers, okay? They're hiring too if someone's looking for work. So like I said, they're built on Hyperliquid. Hyperliquid is a layer 1 blockchain. You can see they have 2.3 billion in TVL. They make a lot of money. Probably gonna do a deep dive on Hyperliquid soon, but they're layer 1 blockchain / DeFi platform purpose built for high performance trading, right? So spot markets, perpetual futures, and fast order execution. The core consensus mechanism is HyperBFT, which is optimized for sub-second finality, right? Extremely fast. You need that in order to do high frequency trading and things like that. High throughput, low latency, and on top of this, they run 2 execution environments. So they have their Hyper Core. So this is their native L1 that handles the core trading infrastructure, including on-chain order books, perpetual futures, spot trading, liquidation logic, etc. And all trades, cancels, and shift and positions happen transparently on-chain with high speed. And they have their Hyper EVM, right? Ethereum virtual machine, fully EVM compatible smart contract functionality that shares the same consensus and security layer. HyperBFT, we talked about that. This environment lets developers build Solidity smart contracts and dApps that can interact directly with Hyperliquid's native order books, trading state, and other components without bridges or fragmented environments. So to sum it up, Hyperliquid isn't just a derivative-focused DEX. They aim to be a more high-speed, decentralized trading plus full DeFi ecosystem, all anchored in one unified stack. Right, the native token Hype, which people have been buying and speculating on and excited about, is used for governance, improvement proposals, etc. Staking / validated rewards, and gas fees in the Hyper EVM environment. All right, so let's look at Project X's docs, right? So they talk about their vision of being an increasingly commoditized, They're a DEX, guys. And if I'm being honest, as soon as I get this token, selling all of them immediately, because I don't see them doing anything different right there. I don't think they're going to pass Uniswap or Airdrop or anything like that, right? I don't see them integrating with any big centralized exchanges. There are other DEXs, tokens that I would rather hold. So I am a mercenary farmer here, not a missionary farmer, just making that clear. They talk about the phases they're going to roll out. They're in phase 2, right? So Hyper EVM DEX, EVM aggregator. We look at the team. Their team is fully doxed, right? They're 100% self-funded. You talk about the fees, right? Their goal is to create the best place to liquidity provide in all of crypto. V3 fees, 86% goes to LPers, and V2 pools are not live yet, but will be launching soon. This is an important thing. Points. So they said that we're focused on creating a point system that perfectly aligns with the incentives between protocol traders and content creators. What Hyperliquid did to perp dexes, they're doing the same to AMM dexes. Points are earned by providing liquidity, trading, and inviting friends. The majority of the points is going to go towards liquidity providers. And it says most of the points are given to users based on how much fees your LP generates. Then a smaller amount of points are also given based purely on how much TVL you have in the LPs, right? So that means it says here how much fees your LP generates. So don't just hop into a pool because the yield is 1,000 APR, because who cares if you get that, and your principal goes to zero because you LP for something that went to zero and then Impermanent lost. Fucked you right on good, right? You don't want to do that. They're giving out 1 million points every 24 hours, and they're doing slashing, which focuses on rewarding users who genuinely provide value to Project X. Any users trying to abuse the system through self-referrals, wash trading, which is basically trading back and forth, just trading back and forth, the same thing, just to build up, make it look like you're trading more, could have their points slashed. Here's a big one. They did get some smart contract audits. I do like that, right? So they have one from Peck Shield, and you can kind of go through this. The audit came back clean, I will say that. I mean, it's not hard. You can really just fork this stuff, right? And they also have one from 0x Quit. Crypto is such a funny place. You have buy quit, and it's a crypto punk smoking a cigarette. That is so funny. If you're not a crypto person and you're looking at this, you're probably gonna turn away and run immediately. But hey, this is crypto. They have a few informational severities. Informational isn't as bad as functional, though. Okay, so I'm not mad at this. Guys, as a security measure, when you're doing farming for something new like this, don't use your wallet where you have most of your stuff. Get a wallet that you use just for farming and send the stuff there, right? Send the stuff there. That way, if something happens to that wallet, you don't lose where you have all your money. This is very important. Do not connect your wallet to this website where you have all of your stuff, guys. Do not do it. And if you do it and you get hacked, I'm not saying that they will. Don't be mad at me because I did tell you. So now, boom, let's go here. You hit portfolio and it shows your points. Again, I don't have my wallet connected here because I have to connect it to my burner wallet, my DGen wallet. And then when you go to provide liquidity, you can just provide liquidity, guys, right? I would do something like Hyperliquid USDT, I should say. I'm okay with holding that. Hyperliquid and UPump. I'm not sure if that's pump fund. Let's see. It's concentrated liquidity, so you just set your ranges. If you don't know how to do this and you want to join a community of professional yield farmers, we teach our students how to manage their portfolio like a professional market maker. We have 20 plus hours of course material. We do 5 calls per week. We have coaches. We offer the best tools and resources. And for the price that you pay here and the education, it's the best in the entire world when it comes to crypto. If you don't believe me, go look at Decentralized Masters and Beacon DeFi. You're going to be paying 15 to 30 grand up front. And they're teaching the same thing that we're teaching. And I think we do things a little bit better because I was a part of some of these communities. Going back here, you can see some of the yields, guys. XPL, I think that is Plasma, right? XPL Hype, that's a good one. 289, right? So USDC, USDT. And remember, they give you the most points based off of the yields that you get, right? BTC and ETH. Hype USDC, that's a good one, right? So, yeah, guys, be responsible when you provide liquidity. Don't just get the best yield. Provide liquidity for something that you would actually hold. Chainlink USDT, right? So just keep that in mind. So, guys, it's short and sweet, to the point. Hopefully you got value. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend. Help me reach 3K subs. I'm almost there. With that, let me know what other airdrops that you guys know of out there. I'll cover them. I'll give you the best information that I can find to best prepare you to make the most money while not risking losing what you have. Okay, but with that, thank you so much for watching. I love every single one of you who tuned in, and I will see you in the next video. Take care and trade safe.